Okay, so we're here at during All-Star Weekend here in Atlanta with Lamar Odom.
Hello.
Welcome to Rolling Out Reality Check.
What's up?
I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So I've seen lately that you have a lot going on. You got a new management team,
Yeah.
doing a re-release of your book.
Uh-huh.
But first of all, let's talk about management. Like, when you're looking for people to work with you and to be a part of your internal team, what are some of the most important characteristics that you look for now?
Well, I think honesty, loyalty,
Yeah,
and then after that we can become friends, and then hopefully we can make some money together.
That's what's
Hard workers. They work extremely hard. They push me, and they're helping me to be the best me.
yeah.
And so
How-
that's why I rock. And they're black women.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I was going to ask, how can you find loyalty, especially at the level that you've been in, at the level of celebrity? I'm sure a lot of people, are attracted to that. So how do you kind of decipher between who's really there for the benefit of you and who's there for the benefit of the hype that comes along with you?
I mean, it just takes some time. You have to go with your heart.
Yeah,
Some things you have to, pray. You have to leave it to God.
yeah.
And they are two God-fearing women, and I'm happy and proud to have them in my life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So the re-release of the book, what prompted this? What made you want to do this again right now?
Oh, the book tour, it took off and it did a lot better than I thought it would.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, the book tour stopped. I don't know why I stopped it. It was a New York Times bestseller, and I never thought just telling my story, my ups and downs,
Yeah.
with substance abuse would be so impactful
Yeah.
in people's lives.
You didn't think that would be impactful? I think a lot of people
I mean, I
appreciate
had
that.
no idea just telling my story, just telling my truth was
Yeah.
gonna, be impactful.
Yeah.
For so many people, but I'm happy and glad I did.
Yeah, I applaud the bravery, because I think that takes a lot for somebody that is, at a level that other people aspire to just be open about their the things that they've struggled with, the things that they've, and even during that process. How was that easy for you to do at first?
It was very therapeutic.
Okay.
Probably was the best therapy session I ever had.
Yeah.
Probably long overdue as well.
Okay. When you say therapy, I think in the last maybe 2 years, especially with COVID and a lot of other things, people have been talking about how black men don't often get a chance to have mental health checks, right? We don't think of, especially athletes.
Yeah,
like,
I think just the black community, we kind of like take it as weakness.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
On to so and so. You know what I mean? But it's real, especially during the time of COVID.
Yeah.
All of us are probably going to be suffering from some form of PTSD. We've all been in jail.
Locked up,
You know what I'm saying? So mental health is very important to me, especially when you tie drug abuse
Yeah.
with mental health. There's probably going to be a lot of people not coping.
Yeah. I think,
At the
and I wonder
right
this.
way.
My father dealt with drug abuse, and I remember thinking maybe he also suffered with depression,
Yeah.
and that was his way of like self-medicating.
Oh, it definitely ties in.
Yeah.
Definitely ties in. Definitely ties in. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. My father suffered from drug abuse too, which always led me to believe why I would never participate in drugs. I
Yeah.
don't know why I don't know how to curse, but I don't even know why I even went there with it. Out of curiosity or stupidity. But I went through it and I hate it.
Yeah, I just was wondering, do you think it's a form of not having a place to deal with mental issues? 'Cause I think everybody has mental health issues at certain points. So
Probably so. I would say not knowing how to, even deal with, identify when you are going through something.
yeah,
Sometimes we try to identify it the wrong way. We use the wrong tools.
yeah. So how do you cope with also being in such a bubble with people watching your every move? It seems like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, after you connected with Kardashians, then you became like,
Yes, it was the super crossover move,
yeah,
which a lot of athletes don't really experience.
right.
Just try to keep your circle tight.
How did you initially cope with that? Was that something that you welcomed, or was it uncomfortable?
It was welcome because I always knew it was gonna happen.
You did.
Not to be cocky or anything like that.
Okay.
I always knew that my name was gonna ring bells. I was blessed enough at 10 years old to know that I was gonna go to the NBA.
Yeah. Like it was already ringing bells because you were already a star.
Later.
Yeah.
Before I got married, but that was a blessing upon a blessing.
Yeah.
Being invited and loved by that family.
I saw that you. We saw that you posted. You were watching the reruns.
I woke up one day and I got the word that they were gonna be have me and
Khloe and Lamar.
show the marathon, so I couldn't help but to watch it. I got a little emotional.
Yeah.
At the time.
Do you? Is there any part of you that looks back at that and wishes that it didn't end the way it did?
Well, I wish I was just more of a man. I wish I was able more of a man to identify that I had a drug problem, and drug problem led to women outside of my marriage. And I just wish that I had everything under control. She probably should be a wife right now.
Wow. Do you think she was like your soulmate?
Yeah, to some degree. When I woke up and couldn't walk, couldn't talk, she was there for me. So I should always be there to me for that.
Yeah. That's what's up. So now we hear that you're single.
I am single.
You're single. What are you looking for? What qualities do you look for in a relationship now? Maybe you've learned, or have you learned that you need different things than you thought that you needed?
I think somebody to be my best friend. Take it slow. I'm not in a rush for anything.
Right. Could you date somebody that was not a part of the celebrity world, that was like the total opposite of what you had?
100%. 100%. And in some sense, it would really be easier. Because one thing I didn't notice, I didn't realize that when you have a celebrity wife, I think females just get like ultra aggressive.
Could be. They may be aggressive as not though, because they think they could probably take you away.
I think they're like searching like what he got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make her.
Yeah.
You just have to have keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah. So what's the priority right now? So it's not a relationship. What are we? The book, you're doing a re-release of that. Obviously, relationship with your children.
Yeah.
Always doing that. What's the priority for yourself right now?
Just to identify with manhood. Whatever that is, take care of myself and my loved ones.
Yeah.
My relationship with God, working on that a lot. That's pretty much it.
How do you cope when things get? What skill set did you learn that people maybe need to be able to learn from now that you've learned how to deal with stress and things differently? What do you do when you feel yourself in a place where you're not you're uneasy?
Meditate. Just take some time. Take some time to meditate.
Yeah. I see you've been doing a lot of comedy, doing some skits and showing like the lighter side of yourself that we haven't seen.
I think I'm a funny dude. I think I'm funny. I can be funny at times. There's time and place for everything.
Yeah. Is that because I think that shows a different side of you that we definitely, as basketball, we see it's like someone very focused and someone very, and then we saw you, and then a lot of the hype around you has been relationship driven, like who he's with, who he's not with, this. Yeah. So this is like you showing another side that's just like lighting up.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could be I'm a playful guy. I'm careful. I like to smile and have fun. I don't like to always be taken serious.
Yeah. What would you want to do career-wise? What would be like the dream next step for your career?
I don't know. I was talking to someone yesterday about lobbying, maybe being a lobbyist.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not pretty sure. I'm not sure.
You don't have to make any sudden
decisions.
Whatever.
Whatever. I'm left-handed, so a lot of times I go with the flow.
That's what's up. So you have a CBD company.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out. Where's Toy at? It's supposed to be coming out. We're going through a process with dealing with the CBD company. Okay. Getting everything down on paper, written the right way.
Do you believe in that? Because there's a lot of lobbyists. I actually know a couple of lobbyists that are like pushing like CBD and how
CBD
that's.
CBD is like the miracle drug.
The miracle drug.
Miracle drug. I just joined Clubhouse.
Just joined. I'm on Clubhouse.
Oh, you're on Clubhouse?
Yes, it's very cool because you have conversation with people that Like yourself?
Yeah.
Like you could be in there talking with someone that's... So what are you talking about on Clubhouse?
Mental health.
Mental health. That's dope.
Mental health.
Okay.
So I'm trying to spread the word.
Okay. So how can people follow you, Lamar Odom?
You can follow me on Clubhouse. Lucky 7 Lefty. On Clubhouse.
On Clubhouse. What do you want people to get about mental health? Like, do you want to break the stereotypes, or you just
Yeah,
want
break the stereotypes. I just want everybody to get well. Get well. I think the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
If our noodle was screwed on the right way.
Have you been on Clubhouse? Have you listened to some conversations on there?
Uh-huh.
Which ones have you enjoyed listening to?
It was one about... What was it about? I forget what it was about. My memory's bad. What I've been through.
Yeah.
I forget what it was about, but I do enjoy it.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I just want you to give me your initial first thought, okay? Yeah. We're just going to do like a word association. And this is just, we do this just to kind of show people a little bit about your personality.
This is my first thought.
Your first thought. I'm going to
What
say
I
2
have?
things. Yep. You just pick which word. No, it's not.
What? What?
No, it's easy.
What? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing
He
crazy.
ain't saying nothing crazy at all. Trust me. It's easy breezy.
Trust me. Trust her. Trust her.
He's not gonna.
Let me get a
I should have
they got a
talked to
drink
him later once he was warm. Drink a little bit more of your Coke. It's good.
Some Hennessy.
All right. So this is kind of what kind of guy are you? All right. Full breakfast or just a smoothie?
Smoothie.
Okay. Natural or surgically enhanced?
Natural.
Every guy says that. I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
No, I
Lord.
mean it depends though. If you want to walk around with them or you want to play with them.
But when you see things that are playful looking,
Natural. I'm saying natural.
you're saying that, okay, I can't get in my... All right.
Don't get in your feelings because of me. Don't answer for me.
Okay. Picnic in the park versus 5-star restaurant.
5-star restaurant.
Okay. Exotic beach versus exclusive nightclub.
Exotic beach.
Okay. Strip club, cigar bar.
Cigar bar. Stores.
Okay. Comfy fit versus designer fit.
For me or
For you,
designer fit?
of course. Boss chick versus model
Boss
chick.
chick.
You didn't even hear the other thing.
What was the other one?
Model chick.
Boss chick.
Okay. LA versus New York. Atlanta, right? LA versus New York.
LA. I'm from New York though, so
You can tell his heartstrings.
yeah, that's tough. But to live, LA.
To live LA. Hearts in New York.
LA, my heart is in New York, always.
Protector versus provider.
I'm both.
Okay. Which one, if you had to pick, do you think that you're the better at?
They the same thing to me.
That's interesting. Not really.
The-
But they are. They kind of are.
They right?
As a woman, you do want to be
right. You want your man to provide and protect.
right. Well, it's National Women's Month.
Is it?
It is. It's March, National Women's Month. You mentioned your team being
It's
African
National
American.
Women's Month? You knew that? It's National Women's Month.
Yes, it is. I told you about me again every day.
Oh.
Yeah. She was serious. Can you tell
I
me
didn't get
what is it about black women that you think is the most sacred and special and different than other women?
Oh, man, if you got a God-fearing black woman, you're talking about an enormous amount of strength that we can't even, as men, we can't even really identify with. And that's when I think about a black woman, that's what I really think of.
Why do you think black women and black men sometimes have a hard time bringing the best out of each other? Because that strength is not always.
I think especially when you have especially when a lot of black women have really good jobs. You know, it's like who's wearing the shoes?
Yeah, that boss chick sometimes wants to
It
be
could
the
be
boss.
it could be a clash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because some men don't know how to defer
Yeah.
emotionally in a relationship. Some alpha men don't know how to defer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they know how to pick their spots.
Yeah. How?
Because women, young and young, you know, black women.
What does that mean? It's good and bad.
Yeah, because you're gonna be on your toes every day.
So what do you think women? How can black women that are successful do better at being able to kind of make men feel
Just
more
know probably
welcome?
be pick and choose to be when to submit. Because no one wants a carpet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want a strong woman, just when to pick and choose when to submit.
What
You
about
want to
men?
rub his back and tell him he the man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta pick those spots.
Right. And as a man, what do you think? What advice do you give to men that may have a boss chick? Because obviously,
You gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Patience.
patience. Moving forward, so we said you just kind of figuring out what the next step is in your career, letting God kind of, chart your steps. Relationship, you're open, but you're not looking for one right now.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that because I would never want to block a blessing. She might walk into this door right
She
now.
may be here already.
For real, so you never know.
Yeah. But I guess lessons, and what would you, talking about mental health, what would you want people to get from your example so far? Like, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned
That you
in
can
life?
overcome anything
I like that.
through God and family and strong will. There's no mountain that can't be climbed. You can overcome anything through faith. I'm a prime example of that.
Did you always know that you were going to be okay? Or were there times
When
you
I
were
came,
afraid?
no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I probably was those days. I'm be honest with you. But the scariest moment in my life ever is when I came from that. They found me in that brothel, and I started to get better, but I couldn't walk or talk when I woke up from the coma. I had 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks when I was there.
You don't look like it.
I was a goner. So I have an enormous amount of faith.
Is that what you think kind of pulled you through and brought the people in your life that you needed at that time?
Yeah, I had my ex-wife, and she was showing me pictures of my mother and my grandmother to kind of like restart my memory. So it all came back down to a woman holding me down again. And so
I like the fact that you give her credit, because I think just from the outside in, people assumed that your relationship was about clout, right? It's a good look for her, it's a good look for you. But
no, that was real.
Yeah.
That was real, my gal. That was real.
What was it
I
about
got
her?
married in 30 days.
I know, but I know.
Like, I'm a real dude. I knew a lot of women.
But what was it about her besides the fact that she was or was it the fact that she was a Kardashian?
No, I just well, I knew she was extremely protected, so I know she didn't really need anything.
Yeah. At all.
When I got to know her, you know what I'm saying? When I got to know her, and just her soul, her spirit, her eyes reminded me of my mother's eyes.
Really?
And I always told her that.
So 30 days, you were in a relationship then, right?
I mean, I knew women.
No, I mean, were you in a relationship?
When?
Were you in a relationship when you met her?
Somewhat.
Okay. So for that to make you get up out of that relationship and leave it.
But when
had
you
to
know,
be
you
some
know.
Serious. Yeah.
When you know, you know.
And she was okay. Did she know the situation, or you guys both were just so in love that it made sense?
We was with it. We blocked everything and everybody else out at that time.
Yeah. Wow. So you want that type of love again?
Oh, I would love that type of love again. If I'm fortunate enough. Because sometimes I think maybe when I go through something with a woman and it don't turn out right, sometimes I'm thinking maybe it's a karma.
From a lot of girls that you heard in the past?
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to tell any of the women from your past that you did?
Nah.
Why?
I mean, I don't.
You have opportunities every day. You got a social media page. You can
Right.
get on
I
live.
don't. You're right.
Why not?
Do I just? I don't know how to do it. I gotta talk to her about do I send out message to message like each one, or just a broad message how to say sorry to the woman that I hurt?
Why do you think you hurt so many of them?
Selfish.
That's okay. That's one word. But seriously, like what?
No, I'm just just bad decision making. Extremely selfish with my time.
Were you in the
with
moment? Were
everything,
you
my space.
present at the time? Like when you were going through it, were you present and knowing like what I'm doing is hurting this person, but I'm okay with doing that because I want what I want?
I mean, who knows if I was even in my right mind? Because when you hurting yourself the way I was hurting myself,
Right.
you know.
Do you
And
think
I've
that
met a
would make
lot
you
of
feel
really
better?
good women, huh?
Do you think it would make you feel better? Because you just said sometimes you think it could be karma. Do you think it would make you feel better if you did have a chance to kind of apologize to some of those women?
Hell yeah, it would. Hell yeah. I like to sleep at night. I'm 6'10". I've been sleeping most of my life. But hell yeah, it would. I have a conscience.
Women have always been easy for you, though, right? Yeah.
You heard what she just asked me?
I said women have always been easy for you.
I mean, yeah.
Because you obviously were talented.
I was really good at
10,
basketball,
right.
and I wasn't ugly. Never ugly.
Right. So you knew early on that you could kind of have whatever you wanted with women.
I was spoiled. Yeah, I was spoiled. Women spoiled me at an early age.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So what makes a woman stand? That's why it's so amazing that Khloe stood out so much. I guess because it was like, because what woman could stand out to you at this moment? Like you've been obviously with a lot of different women. You've had access to a lot of different women.
Energy. Right. When somebody has the energy, you know that consumes you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you'll know. You'll definitely know. Definitely.
Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me.
Anytime.
I wish you
Have me
all
back.
the best. I'm looking forward to this conversation on mental health.
Yeah.
I think especially when you talk about, I think you're like the stereotype of like the masculine black guy, right? You're like athlete, been successful, being able to, dominate on the basketball field. You're physically in great shape, but yet for you to be able to acknowledge, I think that it helps other black men that aren't that, because that's our stereotype is strong. Don't need nobody. We always got it. Got it. He got it. He can figure it out. But for you to say no, I need help. It was okay for me to get help. I think will help other guys. Because that's not usually the case with strong black men.
Well, I've always been coached my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I know when I'm getting good coaching, tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you want for your kids?
I just want to build a legacy. I want them to need for nothing.